All right. Got the computer back in my little cave down in my Trollville. You'll see that, the system doesn't have, there's been a lot of changes made. Um, the drives are gone. It looks like it did have two SATAs. And because the changes have been made, it automatically comes up into, the BIOS. Now, usually you would have to hit delete to get into the BIOS. You'll see up here, this is, a standard BIOS. It's not the newer flavor of BIOS. So I'm going to go ahead and run F2. Now this is important research on your computer because you can see a lot of information. Now, one of the things you go through here, this BIOS is probably old. You'll see that it was written in 07. Could probably update the BIOS, which is a good thing to do for, newer hardware, things like that. Now, if I go down here, you'll see, the specifics on this processor. Like I mentioned, getting a little error saying, best video quality there. Processor speed's pretty good. There's cache on the chip, which helps it run faster. No level 3 cache. There is dual core capabilities. Hyper-threading is not capable, and it is 64-bit. That wasn't real common back in 07. Now, the memory information, this is where, it's pretty weak. 1 point gigabytes. Again, memory has gotten cheaper and more available. I'll dig into this and see how much information I can find out about how much memory I can put in it. I'm not going to put any more memory in it because I don't want to spend any money on it. I just want this to be an available Linux box. All right. Shows me that I have one PCI card, VGA. What surprises me is the battery has kept the clock fairly, it's got the date right, but not the time. So that's interesting. Boot sequence is really important, mainly because as I install Linux, I probably want to make sure that number 1 is the one I want to use, because I'm going to download and burn a CD. I think I'm going to go, I've used Fedora before, with Linux, so I'll probably go with Fedora, which is the free flavor of Red Hat. Looking at this, got a disk drive, and there's nothing sitting on the drive zeros or the SATAs. Now, onboard devices. Let's see, integrated NIC, that's on. Audio is on. The USB controller is on. Front ports are on. Printer, this is the old school printer. Most printers these days are USB. So address is there. Serial. Can use a serial mouse. PS2 port is on. All right, video contains, don't see anything there. Performance. All right, let's check into that. Multi-core is on. I'm just going to leave that bypass. I don't care about hard drive security. Not going to do that. Power management. Not going to mess with that. Maintenance. This is where you can put in the service tags I showed you earlier, so you can grab them remotely, and then post behavior. All right, again, this gave me more information about the computer, and it just convinced me even more that I want to make sure it will run. Now, let me swing around here. You'll see that I got it cleaned out. Oop. That did make me cough quite a bit. So I'll continue on. I'll tear this apart, and then hopefully I can put it back together, and we can install Fedora on it.